Good day, class. Welcome to our video session for Entrepreneurship 12. In this video, I'm going to discuss all about the environment of the entrepreneurial venture. Is it very important that the entrepreneur know the environment of the entrepreneurial venture for our business? So, ano-ano kaya ang mga gagamitin nating mga strategies? Ano-ano kaya ang magagawa natin for our environment venture para sa ating business as well. So let's start. After the business opportunity has been identified, the entrepreneur does not need to immediately open a new business to exploit the business opportunity. So sabi diyan, new business to exploit the business opportunity. Ano kaya ang ibig sabihin ng exploit? An exploit is an exciting act or action. Okay? So meaning si entrepreneur does not need to immediately open a new business to exploit the business opportunity. So, ano ang gagawin ni entrepreneur? So, he should satisfy the following two conditions under the environment of entrepreneurial venture. So, First is, does he possess the appropriate entrepreneurial character traits, skills, and competencies required in exploiting the opportunity? So I already discussed the entrepreneurial character traits, skills, and competencies that is required in our business venture and also to our environment. Okay? Next to that is, does the physical environment warrant the opening and sustenance of the business venture? So, dito malalaman natin kung yung physical business ba natin is ready for opening a business. Okay? So for that, we need to know what are the environment of entrepreneurial enterprises. So the environment of entrepreneurial enterprises has a three layers. First, the physical. Second one is societal. Third one is the industry. So the topic that we're going to discuss is all about the physical environment. So what is physical environment? Physical environment, that is also known as the natural environment. So physical nga, kung ano yung nakikita natin sa ating environment, so that is the physical or the natural environment na tinatawag natin. So in the physical environment has a three elements that very important na kailangan nyo i-consider in your opening and creating for your business. So we have the climate, the physical resources, and also the wildlife. Okay? Climate. This is to determine whether it can withstand or is it fit to the climate condition in the local area. So sabi ko nga in previous discussion, we need to what? We need to consider our climate. Is it because malay mo kung during the typhoon tapos nag-business ka, hindi na siya patok, 'di ba? So we need to consider that kasi baka mamaya during the climate at nag-business ka, hindi na maging patok ang iyong business. Okay? Physical resources as well. We need to consider that because those are the raw materials will determine the cost of the product. It could be rare or common. So we need to We need to consider also our raw materials as well. We need also to consider the wildlife itself. Wild plants or animals preservation and not destruction of the ecological system of locality and country. For example, sa mining, that is a business, okay? So, kung ang pagmimina, okay, kung ang pagmimina is malaki ang makukuha doon pero nakakasama pala yun sa environment natin. For another example, sa zoo. Kung ano yung nakakasama sa zoo, sa mga plants and animals na yun, tapos magbebenta ka ng mga nakakasama sa mga plants and animals, bawal yun. So we need to consider our wildlife resources as well. So those are the example of the physical environment. Okay, let's talk about now the societal environment. Okay, so the societal environment, according to Willing and Hanger on 2010, the changes in the physical environment have the impact on the societal environment first in terms of resource availability and cost, and later on the industry environment in terms of growth or decline of particular industries. Ang sinasabi lang dito, sa lahat ng bagay, we have the changes in the physical environment. So kapag nag-change ang physical environment, meron yung magiging impact doon sa societal environment as well. So ano kaya yung magiging impact kaya nun sa societal environment? So we have 6 elements of the societal environment. So we have first is the social forces. Social forces are the elements in society resulting from human interaction that can influence the thoughts, behavior, attitudes, action, beliefs, and custom of the people. So those are the social forces. Ano kaya ang magiging apekto ni social forces or magiging impact nun? Okay? So it can be affected by their values, kung ano yung pinapaniwalaan mong values, tradition, level of literacy, time orientation, lifestyle pattern, and as well as the professional career roles. Okay, that is under the social forces. Next is the political forces. Those are the various elements usually comprising of the political parties, political system, and other related political groups that substantially influence the political stability of the country. So, it is related with the political system. So, ano kaya mga example nun? So, those are the trade regulation, the taxation, the government stability, unemployment, and workers' benefits. So, ito yung mga magiging impact ng political forces based on the examples. Next is the cultural forces. Those are refers to integrated characteristics of a group of people or ethnic group in the particular society. So ano kaya yung mga example ng cultural forces? Example, those are the religion, we have different kinds of language, we have different perception in terms of beliefs, their custom, and as well as in our education. So that is under the cultural forces. Next is the economic forces. Okay, that is primarily caused by the changes or movements in the Philippine economy that have direct or indirect effects on the entrepreneurial venture. So ano kaya it is economy. Okay, so ano siya, parte siya ng economy. So ano kaya magiging example niya? Ano kaya magiging impact ng ating economic forces? So we have interest, we have inflation rates, we have fiscal policies, monetary policies, income, exchange rates, and also employment as well. So that is under the economic forces. Legal forces that is directly involved in legislation and interpretation of laws and ordinances affecting the business. Siyempre, lahat ng mga legal forces ay magkakaroon ng apekto para sa ating business. Ano kaya yun? Mga example nun is the product control, pricing, and labeling. For example, sa mga napapanood nating mga balita, di ba, tumataas ang presyo, bumababa ang presyo, syempre, maaapektuhan doon ang ating business. Syempre, sa pagbili ng ating raw materials. Health and safety of the workers. Syempre, kung bawal naman talaga for safety, maapektuhan talaga ang ating business. One of the best example is yung mga pagbebenta ng mga paputok during New Year. Administration of election process. Syempre, kung iba na yung administration ngayon, kung maganda dati tas pangit na ngayon, magkakaroon talaga ng impact yun para sa ating business. Advertising and promotion, kung bawal yung mga magagarong mga advertising than the last year na ginagawa nyo dati para sa inyong business, bawal na yon. So, maapektuhan talaga ang ating business. Exercise of profession. Siyempre, kung teacher ka, tapos naging businessman ka, ibang-iba yung ina-exercise mo o pinapractice sa profession. So, ganun yun. Education, administration, and fees. Siyempre, kung may edukado kang tao, di ba? Tapos, malaki ang business mo, magkakaroon ka ng fees. Okay, that is for legal forces. Technological forces, those are the trends and developments in computer and information technology. It is related with the technology. So the best example would be the internet. the social media, the e-commerce, the technological advancement and technological infrastructure. At very patok talaga tong technological forces na to. Syempre lahat ng mga tao ngayon is nag-o-online selling na during the pandemic, 'di ba? So hindi na sila nagbebenta physically kasi syempre umiiwas sa virus, 'di ba? So by the use of these platforms, no, pwede natin siya magamit through our business at meron siyang impact or advantage sa ating business, okay? Dito, inaalam natin kung ano-ano yung mga advantages and disadvantage o magiging impact para sa ating business, etong mga forces na ito. And the last one is the industry environment. So when we say industry environment, that is the external environment layer where the trends and changes are easily and immediately felt by the business. So ano kaya yung ini-include ng industry forces na ito? So the industry forces include the government, suppliers, customers, competitors, employees, and the creditors. So what is government? Government refers to the system or institution that handles the affairs of a particular country. Gobyerno, yun yung ibig sabihin. No, may presidente, may vice president, may secretary, yung mga cabinets, yun, so on and so forth. The types of government. So we have type of government. We have democracy, autocracy, republic, monarchy, and dictatorship. So, hindi ko na kailangan i-define yan kasi hindi naman siya under ng ating subject. Ito ay kasama lang siya sa industry forces. Okay? Very important din yung suppliers sa ating industry forces, syempre. What is supplier? It is refers to individual or companies that provides the required materials, parts, or services to the business. Siyempre, sila yung nagpo-provide sa atin ng kung ano yung pangangailangan ng ating business para mapunan natin yung needs and wants ng ating target customers. Very important, that is the next one. The customers that are the buyers of our goods and services produced or rendered by the business. For example, ako nagbebenta ako ng school supplies. Siyempre, mga customers ko dun yung mga estudyante, mga teachers, yung mga ganyan. Very important ang supplier and customers. Competitors as well is very important. Siyempre, dito mo malalaman yung strength and weaknesses nila. Okay, kung saan sila malakas, kung saan sila mahina, di ba? Magagamit mo yon through your business. Competitors are the forces existing in the industry environment that produce, sell, or render products or services which are similar to those of the business. Okay, so those are the competitors. So we have the classification of the competitors. We have direct and indirect. So ano yung pinagkaiba nila? When we say direct, they are the one who produce and sell similar products or services. Okay? So for example, kung ako magbebenta ako ng kwek-kwek, syempre siya din may kwek-kwek. So that is the direct competitor. Okay? Indirect, those are the business, those are the owners that produce and sell substitute products. For example, toothpaste, 'di ba? So may mga indirect producers noon. Ano yung mga toothpaste? Ano yung mga product ng mga toothpaste? Colgate, Close-Up, Happy. So sila yung mga indirect na tinatawag natin, and those are the competitors. Next is the employee. Employee is very important kasi sila yung mismong gumagawa o sila yung nagmamanpower para sa ating business. So they are the workers of the business who are highly responsible for the production of goods or delivery of the services to the consumer. Siyempre, sila yung nagde-deliver ng ating serbisyo para sa ating target customers. Siyempre, ang employees ay kasama sa backbone ng ating business. Kung may backbone of being an entrepreneur, one of the backbones of the business is the employees as well. Okay? Creditors, sila yung mga nagpapautang. Okay? Refers to the bank, financial institution, and financial intermediaries engage in the lending of money to the borrower, usually for fee or charge in the form of interest. So those are the industry environment for the industry forces. Let's talk about now the environmental scanning. Very important na magamit natin itong mga environmental scanning because environmental scanning, it is refers to the gathering, critical evaluation, and utilization of what? of the information on events and activities and their relationship with the physical, societal, in the industry environment. So very important na magamit natin tong mga environmental scanning na ito. We will having the environmental scanning tools na pwede nating maaaring gamitin kapag tayo magka-create ng ating business. So what is the significance or importance of the environmental scanning? First, they are the one who portrays the trend, activities, and the developments in every environmental layer and interrelated relationship between the various forces. So doon natin malalaman kung may connection yung tatlong forces na iyon. Okay? So second one is they need the environmental scanning. They are the one who identifies the expected threats and opportunities of our business. So dun pa lang makikita nyo kung ano yung mga threats at saka opportunities ng ating business or sa paggawa ng ating business. Okay? We have the third one. They are the environmental scanning. They are the one who points out the possible factors that will determine the success of entrepreneurial venture. So the environmental scanning, they are the one who will determine how to be success in your business venture or your entrepreneurial venture. Fourth one is they are the one who defines the future path of the business. Same with the third one. Okay, we have the final, they are the one who assist in the formulation of the most appropriate entrepreneurial strategy. So, sila din ang nagbibigay sa atin kung ano pa yung mga strategies ang kailangan pa nating gawin o kailangan pa nating kailangan hindi gawin na strategy. Okay? So, here are the environmental scanning tools under the societal environment. So, the first one, we have the pestle analysis. So, pestle analysis, that is a tabular framework of the trends and developments in the different forces in the external environment. So, pestle stands for the political, economic, sociocultural, technological, ecological, and the legal forces na tinakal natin doon sa ating social forces. Okay? So, we have the several variations of the pestle analysis. We have pest analysis. They are the one who disregard the ecological and legal forces. Kung hindi nyo naman need ang ecological and legal forces, pwede nyo lang gamitin ang pest analysis. How about the steeple? Steeple analysis, to which ethics is an additional factor. So, kung gusto nyong malaman kung ano yung ethics ng inyong business, pwede nyo namang dagdagan. Okay, by the use of steeple analysis. Steepled analysis with D, diba? So, which is similar to steeple but with an addition of demographic factors. So, demographic factors, it refers to the number of customers, the target consumers, and etc. And this is the example of the template of the pestle analysis. So we have the political forces, the economic forces, social-cultural forces, technological, ecological, and the legal forces. So meron akong nilagay dito mga answers. So paano natin kaya siya i-execute? Under the political forces, for me, my business would be the impact of the business, the political forces in my business would be the instability of the Philippine government. Instability, kung stable ba ang rules and regulation nila sa ating business, no? Maapektuhan ng ating business. Economic forces. For me, the economic forces has an impact to my business. Is it because or if we have the highest interest rate by given commercial banks, syempre maapektuhan ng business ko kung malaki ang interest na ibibigay nila sa akin galing sa utang. Okay? How about the social cultural forces? Kung yung business ko, kung low level of education among public schools graduate, no? Kung may kinukuha ako mga hindi nakagraduate, syempre maapektuhan ng aking business kasi hindi pa sila natitrain at saka kailangan mo pang turuan. So bago yon, syempre bago ka muna magpa-execute sa kanila ng kanilang mga gawain, need mo muna silang i-train. Kung maganda naman yung mga kinuha mong mga employees, maganda na yun for executing their roles and responsibilities. Technological. How about the technological? Readily available internet and social media, that is one of the factor. Factor of your business, syempre, kung may internet ka at saka social media for your business and di maganda for your ecological forces. Ecological, abundant raw materials. Abundant kung may mga kakulangan, Okay, so syempre as an entrepreneur or owner of the business, kung wala ka nang mahanapan sa supplier mo, you need to what? You need to plan B. Legal forces frequently change tax law. Syempre nag-change naman yung mga taxes natin in terms of the business at maapektuhan ng ating business. Kung tumaas, syempre it's either malulugi yung ating business sa pagbabayad pa lang ng ating tax. Okay? So those are the environment, that is the PESTEL analysis for societal environment. How about in industry environment? We have the SWOT analysis or model, na very important, and also the forces competition model. So what is this SWOT analysis? We have the SWOT. We have the SWOT stands for the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay? So strength, those are the characteristics that give the business a competitive edge. So strength, kung ano yung competitive edge ng inyong business, that is your strength. Okay? Next is the weaknesses. Weaknesses, that is the limitation or deficiencies of the business. Kung ano yung mga kakulangan ng inyong business, that is your, or kung ano yung mga limitations ng business nyo, yun yung weaknesses. Opportunities, chances to improve business performance. Opportunities, for example, kung may pumasok na opportunities for your business, kung nagbe-business ka ng kwek-kwek, tapos may nakita ka na patok pala tong rainbow kwek-kwek. So, yun yung magiging opportunity mo para sa inyong business. Ganun lang yung kasimple. Threats, that is the external factor affecting the business. Yung threat ng inyong business. O ano kaya yung makakasama sa inyong business. So, that is this SWOT analysis. Next is the forces of competition model. So, otherwise known as the 5 forces of competition, was popularized by the Michael Porter. So, ano yung kailangan nating malaman sa forces of competition model? So, the potential new entrants, kung may mga new entrants ka na pumapasok for your business, no? Syempre, sila yung mga potential na magpapalugi ng inyong business. It could be, or positive yung remorse or result. That is the potential new entrants. Buyers, kung may mga problema o kung may disadvantage or advantage ang buyers, syempre, kailangan mo yung makita for your competitive forces. Substitute product. Syempre, kung nagbebenta ka ng toothpaste, syempre may kaibang substitute na yon. For example, kung wala na silang makuha sa inyo, lilipat sila dun sa substitute products. Suppliers as well. Kung wala ka ng supplier, syempre, mahanap ka ng iba. Rivalry firms, kung may mga rivalry firms ka, for example, sa manufacturing nyo. Okay, kung nagma-manufacture ka ng inyong product, very important din na alamin mo din kung ikaw lang yung ano bang tawag dito? Kung ikaw lang yung pinoproducean nila ng manufacturer for your product. Syempre kung hindi lang ikaw, syempre may may kalaban ka na doon agad sa manufacturing stage na yon. For example, may napanood ako sa TikTok na Coleret, si Miss Nina, kung ano kayo doon, kung kilala niyo siya, meron siyang manufacturer. Lagi niyang sinasabi doon sa TikTok videos niya na naghahanap siya ng manufacturer na siya lang mismo, yung sa business lang nila mismo sila nagpo-provide yung manufacturer. Syempre kung may katunggali ka, syempre magiging negative side na yun kasi pare-pares lang naman ng process ang ginagawa. Kung si Jinky Cosmetics doon din, syempre pare-pares lang ng formula ang ginagamit nila for their cosmetics. So, very important din na tayong mga entrepreneurs or owners of the a business owner, na kailangan din nating alamin kung tayo lang ba yung pinoprodusan nila ng ating mga products and services galing dun sa ating manufacturer. At very important din na malaman din natin na kung ano yung advantage and disadvantage nila sa ating business. And that is the competitive forces matrix. So, competitive forces matrix, ang gamit lang nito is after all the competitive forces have been identified, kung nalaman mo na yung lahat, the entrepreneur can plot them by which the entrepreneur can view the total perspective of the competition within the industry where the business operates. So, dito pa lang sa sample natin, we have the barriers to the force. So ano kaya yung mga barriers natin doon sa based on the forces. Okay? Kung ano yung epekto ng mga barriers noon sa ating to the force. Okay? It could be high, medium or low. So ano kaya yung magiging effect of threats to the business? It could be high, moderate or low. So checkan lang natin 'yan. So dito sa barrier, we need to identify what are the barriers to the forces. Ano kaya magiging barrier ni potential new entrants ng ating business, ng bargaining powers of buyers, and so on and so forth. Para malaman natin kung ano yung magiging disadvantage and advantages ng ating business in terms of what? In terms of competitive forces under the industry environment. So that is for our lesson for today. Thank you, class, for listening in our video discussion.